Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Stage Dive Podcast. My name is Steve, and I am ready to provide all of you another album review. Today it's going to be a little bit different for two reasons. First reason, it's based off a punk band, ladies and gentlemen. A fucking punk band. First album review on a goddamn punk band. Alright, and the second reason is because this album is turning 21 years old. Yes, 21. The album is called Straight Ahead, and the band's called Pennywise. Pennywise is a punk slash skate punk slash melodic hardcore band formed in 1988 from Hermosa Beach, California of the US of A. This is their fifth studio album, and it was released on June 1st, 1999 through Epitaph Records. The personnel for this record consists of Jim Linderberg on vocals, Fletcher Fletcher Draghi on guitar, Randy Bobandy from Trailer Park Boys. Randy Bobandy, I did it again. Randy Bradbury on bass, and Byron McMacken on drums. The album cover consists of a city, which I'm assuming could be Hermosa Beach, and an individual dressed in what looks like leather driving a car. We can only see the human's arms holding the steering wheel. The arms are fully extended, indicating that the person is driving at high speeds. Straight ahead. The vehicle looks classy, and in the middle of the steering wheel has the Pennywise logo. The color is red, slightly red, kind of red, representing adrenaline. The art on this record cover resembles a dark graphic novel style. Maybe the person is attempting a crime, like maybe a bank robbery, or just has the adrenaline urge to speed, or maybe the individual's suicidal, who knows. Let's get into the album review, but before I get into the individual tracks, I'm going to tell you how I rank albums. Each song is rated out of 1. I grade it in quarters. I add up the points divided by the amount of tracks there are on the record and get a percentage. Voila. Greed, first track, has a nice entrance to the album. Good bass riff, classic punk style, good way to start the album, or even a live performance. The intro provides a good wind-up for a pit too. The bridge is a good addition to make the song even more fresh. Lyrics, a generation who worships materialism and lack the patience of achievement. 1 out of 1. I don't know why I'm coming out so aggressive on this podcast. It's actually pretty fun. Track 2, My Own Country. The track is introduced with a great bass riff. Less energetic than Greed, but it does build up. Great drum fills, nice guitar work. Lyrics. Very political song. It's about not believing in what the government shoves down your throat. A line that I believe has a double entendre goes like this. Their words sound valiant, but their hands are green. Green hands can be referred to a newbie in the field, and in this case, the lack of knowledge of what is right for the people of their country. Green hands could also mean greed. How these politicians only care about money. That's what I got from this song. Got 1 out of 1. Track 3, Can't Believe It. Wow. Amazing snare fills. Amazing. And they say punk doesn't require any skills. That shit's tough to do. It's a very aggressive song. Great instrumentals. So far, vocally, it's very enjoyable. Lyrics. LA Problems with Youth. Keeping it simple. 1 out of 1. Track 4, Victim of Reality. Starts off with a nice pop-like punk feel. It also has a little ska vibe to it too, but without ska. You just want to skank. That's what I'm trying to get to, you know? Vocally, he's yelling throughout the song. That's where the melodic hardcore comes from. And that's why they are categorized under melodic core. It's a fun song. The short solo is a nice addition. And it also has a nice raise in speed and aggression in the outro. Lyrics. Simply a fucked up world. It got 0.75 out of 1. Track 5, Might Be a Dream. Right back with the aggressiveness. I love it. good punches in the instrumentals. So far, this album is a good definition of a slam hit. The bridge has a nice transition to a calmer beat, but right back up to speed. Lyrics, again, the lack of patience and the fear of taking risks. If you don't take the leap, you will never know the end result, and that will haunt you. Most likely forever. 1 out of 1. Track 6, Still Can Be Great. Great melodic guitar intro. Nice build up to what Pennywise does best. Great fills, nice transitions, straightforward song for the slams. Great vocal range during the chorus. Lyrics, they're quite motivational. When you hit rock bottom, pick yourself right back up. It may never be perfect. It still can be great. Lyrics from Still Can Be Great. 1 out of 1. Track 7, Straight Ahead. There's a great bass lead. Damn G. Followed by that hardcore, baby. Definitely a fun song to listen to. This song would be a good introduction to Pennywise for individuals who don't know them. Perfect pinch of a solo, nice vocal control. Lyrics. This one's interesting. Getting fed up of someone who constantly complains about the same shit every day and making the wrong decisions without thinking of the consequences. That person will eventually end up being the things they despise. 1 out of 1. Track 8, My Own Way. Nice crossover intro, as well as a nice addition of thrash in the verses. This is another song that's perfect for the pits. Nice bridge and great work on the miniature solo. I noticed they add these small solos in their bridges and it works really well. Lyrics. Let the person live his life the way he likes it. He even says it in the lyrics. 'Cause we can't see the world through each other's eyes. It's literally straightforward. The man is happy with his beliefs and he ain't giving two shits of yours. Leave him be. Or leave her be. You know? 1 out of 1. Track 9, One Voice. Another heavier track. Very aggressive start. Again, them fills are spectacular. The chorus is fun. You can chant along with the backing vocals. Good guitar work. This track also has evidence of crossover influences. Nice dragger, upbeat, thrashy bridge. Lyrics. The emerging of a society to help each other and the ones who need aid. 1 out of 1. Not AIDS, aid, like help. Track 10, Alien. It's the single of the record, you can tell. It's a slower punk beat. It is an easier song to follow, especially when someone wants to experiment with punk music. There are good elements in the song. Vocally, it's more of a depressive monotone style, but it works really well with this song. And for the bridge, it focuses really well on the bass. Lyrics. This song provides a very popular message that society has to deal with daily. It makes sense to why Jim decided to sing in this particular vocal range that I mentioned before. The individual feels alienated due to society, especially with the struggles, the violence, and the mental instability that society has or caused. For me, the lyrics and the way the vocals are sung are what made this track solidify. But I will give it a 0.75 out of 1. It's due slightly to the structure of the song. I wasn't really vibing with it as much as the other tracks. Track 11, Watch Me As I Fall. Back to the classic punk. Good melodic work on the guitars, but it is an average song. Lyrics. I'm gonna keep it simple. A modern idiot. 0.5 out of 1. Track 12, Just For You. Crossover says hello to the intro. When I say crossover, it's crossover thrash punk. I hope y'all know that already. I love how he sings slightly in a higher pitch. Fun instrumentals. Lyrics. Depression overpowers the mind. I like the line, just for you to break through tradition, break through to life, hold on to anything you can find. In other words, find the positive on whatever it may be, even if it's the smallest thing possible, and take advantage of that. Use it as a tool to break out of the depression. It did get a 0.75 out of 1. Track 13, Can't Take It Anymore. Great bass intro. Perfect lead from the bassist. Spicy change of sound in the verses rather than sticking to the theme of this record. Very well done. Nice jump into the classic punk. Solid transitions on this track. Lyrics. A nasty relationship. That's pretty much it. Or if we want to really dig into it and go really political. But I don't really think it's based off that. But I'll mention it. The relationship between the individual and the GOVT. 1 out of 1. Track 14. American Dream. Classic punk with a fair chant-like chorus. Very straightforward. The instrumentals blend well together. It's a fun song. Lyrics. The American Dream deteriorating. That's simple. But let me ask you a question. Was there even ever an American Dream? 0.75 out of 1. Track 15, Need More. Nice change of style. It shows right away in the intro. But they are still keeping it punk. Because it goes right back into your face. Perfect instrumentals and vocals on this track. Lyrics. The significant other is a fake. You wasted time with them. 1 out of 1. Track 16. Never Know. Nice chugging mixed with punk. Very classic vibe. Straightforward but extremely fun. Especially in the war zone, aka the slam pit. Nice addition of the solo. It really fulfilled the song. Lyrics. No one will ever know the truth, politically or religiously. 0.75 out of 1. The final track. Track 17, Badge of Pride. Upbeat punk beginning followed by some good chugging. What I like is that the drummer at times doesn't follow the guitars, it does its own thing. Speaking of guitars, amazing melodic work. And great bass work, especially during the bridge. Lyrics. Staying true to yourself and ignoring all the bullshit that is considered part of the norm. 0.75 out of 1. So we tally up the points, we get 15 out of 17, which equals to an 88%. High mark, well deserved. It's one of the greater Pennywise records. I'd like to bring up that the drum transitions from using cymbals to just using toms work so well on this record. Jim, vocally he sings fast, at times it's yelling while singing, it works really well. It's that melodic hardcore. Lyrics really based off social issues, and you just want to pit the whole record. Definitely jump in those slam pits. I love how the bass stands out on this record. Amazing bass work. What's great about this band is that they are all noticed on this record. They all have a moment where they stick out in practically every song. I've seen Pennywise live at Montebello several times, as well as Heavy MTL, and their headliner shows. And each time, it's packed. Packed with an older generation though. Well, they are from the 80s and it does attract a much older crowd, and Montreal doesn't have a huge punk bass community. I don't believe I had any issues at any Pennywise show, physically or anybody coming towards me in a very intoxicated manner. And that's all I gotta say about Pennywise, man. They always bring it to the table. A third reason why that I didn't mention before. I know I picked a vintage record in a way. It is well deserved to be reviewed because this album is perfect to introduce people to Pennywise. It has such great material in it. So Pennywise, keep on the good work. And like I say for every other band that I do an album review for, hope to see you soon. Can't wait to hear some new material. And thank you for providing the fans the Straight Ahead record. It's a masterpiece. Thank you all for listening to the Stage Dive Podcast. My name is Steve. Don't forget to stay punk and stay metal. Nix is a fan of Pennywise too.